So today we're diving into the secrets of making someone fall madly in love with you. And let me tell you, it is not as difficult, tough, or impossible as you've been led to believe. Before we dive into the secrets of today's video, I do remind you I do have that free manifestation cheat sheet guide that having 34 of my favorite tips and tricks about manifestation. So if you're interested in seeking more clarity from manifestation and want to know my favorite tips and tricks, just click the link down below. Alrighty, let's get right into the video. So making someone fall madly in love with you, whether it's an ex you're trying to win back, a crush you've never been with, or someone you've been only on one date with, it is totally doable. Your energy plays a massive role here. Sometimes I feel like energy and the way you go about things and the vibe you give off is totally underrated. We just want to jump right into the tips and tricks, the techniques, but we are forgetting the most basic part about it, which is your energy. Because if you don't have the energy to give, then even if you do all these tips and tricks and all these techniques, it's not going to work for you because your energy is not there. Because whatever vibe or energy you put out determines how they will respond to you. And trust me, you can make them fall head over heels madly in love with you. But if you don't have the energy to do that, and you're not really confident in yourself, it's going to be really hard for that person to fall madly in love with you. And also too, a good part is that it doesn't have to take ages. It can happen very fast, maybe even a couple of minutes. So first things first is that we're gonna ditch that desperate energy you're probably clinging on to, maybe even kind of subconsciously, but there is that desperate energy there. Your focus is love me, please SP, my dream partner, please love me. But the thing is that when we focus on what's lacking, we only attract more lack. So your focus right now is that that person does not love you, doesn't really give you the attention that you truly deserve, doesn't really you're not the first priority. And you want that abundance, you want that to happen, right? You really want that person to be obsessed with you, to fall madly in love with you, and you want this person to adore you, to be obsessed with you. Well, we have to step out of that scarcity mindset and really embrace abundance, an abundant mindset that everything is possible. So you might be wondering, Kyle, how do I change my mindset around from, the lack and the scarcity mindset to the abundant mindset? Well, the thing we have to do is you have to stop trying so damn hard. Desperation reeks of anxiety and frenzy and anxiousness, and it gives off like I don't want to be around you kind of energy. People can kind of just smell it in the air that something's off, or they're just coming across too much and really desperate that you actually are pushing them away from you. They can't run fast enough away from you. And we don't want that. So instead, we have to let it flow out of you naturally. It's like a bee drawn to honey. Your energy should be very magnetic, not very chaotic and frantic. Now, let's talk about your thoughts, because your thoughts can really give you your manifestation, really get you in the direction of your manifestation, or it can completely just derail you, not get your manifestation, because whatever you think about and place your attention on will grow. And so we're going to talk about the thoughts here. And what's the first thing that pops into your head when you think about this person, your specific person? And I really want you to be very honest. Are they very negative? Like, for instance, why haven't they called me yet? Why haven't they sent me that message yet? I know they're not working, so why are they ignoring me? They're probably with someone better. They're probably with someone else. And we tend to kind of go on the default of those negative thoughts, especially when we're trying to attract someone of our dreams. And so we really have to kind of change those thoughts around. But the key here is that when we change those go-to statements, that default statements of the negative statements of saying, that they're ignoring me, or there's someone better out there, and that they're not interested in me. We have to really flip that, baby. We have to instead think about, instead of saying, they're ignoring me, try saying, maybe they're thinking about me right now. Maybe they're thinking me right now. Maybe they're trying to think about what they're going to send to me because they are so madly in love with me, but they really want to make sure they're going to be sending the right answer or the right message to me so that I would respond back to them. And the thing is that when we kind of switch the negative statements to the positive statements, we really have to make it believable, approachable. We don't want to go off with like bold lies. We have to go very subtle shifts because if we're really feeling bad about ourselves, we can't jump all the way to feeling really good about ourselves because that's just the energy difference is way too much. There's way too much a big of a difference between how you're feeling now to where you want to go. But if we make those subtle shifts in our thinking, we will naturally feel great about ourselves. And Abraham Hicks talks about that too. When you suddenly kind of think about a slightly different thought that will make you feel a little better, you will kind of climb up this kind of ladder. I believe that's what she said. You kind of climb up this ladder, and you will naturally start to feel and think better thoughts. But you have to kind of start off small and then work your way up, because the ego in your mind will kind of get in the way too fast. When your logical mind and your ego mind get in the way too fast, then that's where the manifestation will stop, because then you'll think too much about it, about like why or if or when or anything like that. When is it going to happen, or why isn't it happening? And so when you become aware of your thoughts, just observe, don't control them. Then I want you to really reshape them to support what you want. So for example, if they don't respond to your text message, don't jump in and say they don't care about me. Instead, think about why maybe they haven't seen it yet. Keep those empowering, positive thoughts to keep you really in alignment. We don't want to go down the negative rabbit hole, because that won't give you what you really truly deserve. So remember, the energy that you emit really shapes your reality. So really, please choose your thoughts wisely. Thank you so much for watching this video. I sincerely appreciate it. Yes, these tips and this video are very doable. It's very possible for you to be able to get your specific person, your dream partner. And I want you to really think about what's going up on here and really recognize those thoughts, because sometimes we're not really aware of why we're thinking these certain ways or why we're feeling really bad about ourselves until we think about and realize that we're telling ourselves a bad story, and the stories are just thoughts that we tell ourselves and those beliefs. So if we really shift that and change the story about that they will fall madly in love with me because you love yourself, and that if you love yourself, and that person's gonna love everything about you. So if you really think about, they're just crafting a text message to send me, they're just thinking about what they want to say to me, maybe they want to be courageous and ask you on a date, and so they're hesitant of whether they want to ask you out because they are scared to, because they don't want to be rejected by you and everything like that. So if you really think about those thoughts and really change the thoughts around, you will see so much success. Like I said, thank you so much for watching this video. I sincerely appreciate it. Comment down below if you have any questions to me about law of attraction. I sincerely appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!